Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping in. Have a thrift haul for you today from just my two wooden nickel stores. One was 50% off, the other 55%. Hope you enjoy. A fairy lamp in quite a long time, so I was kind of happy and excited to find this one. This is made by the Indiana Glass Company, and it's simply, the pattern is simply FNG7. A lot of people refer to it as stars and bars. You can see why. And they were produced between the 1970s and 1980s as a part of the giftware line that they had, and I'll show you right now how pretty they look when they're lit up. I have a whole collection of them. I think, though, that I will be listing this one. I have more than I need. It's got a nice little glow to the room. And I'll probably be asking about $15 for this. I paid $2.50 for it. I was in the SPCA store the other day, and I saw all these gorgeous pieces of Villeroy and Bach in the Alt Strasbourg pattern. Alt meaning old, so Old Strasbourg pattern. They made this pattern in their Metlock factory. I hope I got that right. And as you can see, they have different flowers on different pieces, but it's all the same pattern. And actually, this pattern dates back to the late 30s, all the way to 2002. And I have a few different logos here. I think that's the last of their logos, so that probably dates a little closer to the end of the production date. And this logo right here, I believe they started in the 1970s, the late 1970s, but there's the same pattern. And I paid $17 for all 6 pieces. I hope to get maybe $130 for all of these. I did pass on some beautiful egg cups, went back to get them, and lo and behold, they were gone. But everything you see here is in wonderful condition. I picked this up for $0.25 just because I thought it was cute and very kitschy and souvenir-y. And I turned it over, and as you can see here, it says PAC, Made in the USA. PAC stands for Patent City Artwork. And I didn't really know what it was until I read it. It says pencil parking. I went home and did a little research on them, and I'm glad I picked it up. They sell for $15 to $20 depending on the condition, and most of them don't even have the cork. Although, who knows if that cork is original to it or not. I believe it was probably produced in the 50s and 60s. I saw these adorable mugs. I paid $1 for both of them, and they're just as cute as can be. And I turned them over, and they're marked Queens, made in England. I have never heard of Queens. It says stoneware and I think ironware. But anyways, I'd never seen them. They're in beautiful shape. They're simply adorable, and they are signed Alex Clark. They're signed Alex Clark again there. And they date between 2011 and now. Alex Clark received a degree in 1996, I believe, in biology of plant and animal science. She then went on to design all sorts of different really cute farm animal and other botanical scenes for the Queen's Company. And these, like I said, are in the rooster pattern. And I'm going to ask about $15, I believe, for the pair. This is a Royal Doulton plate, and I just fell in love with it. It's stunning. It has beautiful Dresden flowers on it, and 22 karat gold, and even butterflies. So even though there was only one plate, it only cost me $1.50, and I just couldn't resist it. The cobalt blue is stunning also. And I'll show you the logo here on the back. I did some research on that logo, and that logo dates between 1928 and 1931. Couldn't get a real read on the pattern name. It's right here though. It's RA, I believe, 9917. Just wanted to give you another look at this plate because it is just awesomely beautiful. And I think I'm going to ask about $40, $50 for this plate. I've seen other ones in a similar style without the butterflies, though, selling in the $50 range. Just for one. I paid, I think, $1 for this spice jar. I just love it. It says pepper. It's in great shape. I'm sure it was part of a set. I turned it over, and it's really hard to see, but it does say hand-painted decor, 148, Germany. So that's all I really know about it. I did see a few others similar to it online, but not quite this one. And like I said, it probably was a part of a spice set. But I'm going to ask about $10 for just for this one. And my best guess would be that it dates to the 20s, possibly the 30s. I'm sure it's hand-painted. Oh, I just said hand-painted, didn't I? I saw this piece and I picked it up for $1 and I thought, oh, Indiana avocado sweet pear. I wonder if it's a replica or an original piece. I wasn't quite sure what this piece was. So I did bring it home and did some research, and I was happy to find that it's neither a replica of Indiana sweet pear. It's actually made by the Jeanette Company. It's called Baltimore pear, and it dates to the 1950s, and it is a butter dish without a lid. I sure wish it did have the lid, but I think I could get about $10 just for this alone. And this particular piece, I believe, dates to 1957 and 1958. Picked this up for $1, just another cute little angel to add to my collection. It's an Esco with a tag, 1997. And she sure is pretty. This one has both her wings. I paid 50 cents for this handled pottery bowl. And by the looks of it, I figured it was hand thrown. It's just beautiful. And the inside has got some speckles in it. I'm sure it's pretty much one of a kind, at least by the speckles. I did some research on the back here. It took me a while to get this in a good enough light to actually read it. And it says Ayers Pottery, which I tracked down to a local pottery shop, a local potter in Hannibal, Missouri, who makes all sorts of hand-thrown items, which are absolutely stunning. And I think I'm going to ask about $15, $20 for this bowl alone. Oh my goodness, I walked into the SPCA store and saw this sitting up there high up on the shelf, and I just immediately fell in love with it. It's 1997 Gibson, a Tweety bird cookie jar. And they did make the Tweety bird jars in other years with different patterns. This one happens to have cookies on it. I paid $4 for it. I think I might have said that. It's in wonderful condition. And I think I'm going to ask about $20 for it. There's really nothing wrong with it. That was my latest video. I hope you enjoyed it. I did remember to put in that missing fairy lamp scene that never made it into last week's video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, leave me a comment. Thanks again, and we'll see you real soon. I picked up this beautiful Villeroy & Bach 7-piece set, or 6-piece set, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6-piece set.
I wonder who it could be. I thought I saw a putty cat. I did saw a putty cat.